This is Jawad Allah from Love and Learn Tennis. I'm back again with my new series I'm going to start, which is called Cracking the Code for a Winning Doubles Strategy. How to effectively winning more matches in doubles. And it's really have to break it down by different strategies, especially, when you partner up with someone that you still don't know him or her yet, but there's some things that you can pick up and do with your partner so you can know how to win more points more effectively. So I'm going to start with part one. My first part is how to maximize your partner's strength and hide their weakness. I'm saying it again, how to maximize your partner's strength, what they effectively can do, and hide their weakness where you try to help them not to put them in a situation where they're not comfortable, they're not confident to do. And the first thing when you pair up with someone, especially for the first time, but if you know him or her, that's even better. So let's give it a scenario. You have a partner that's a righty and has a strong forehand, but has a weak backhand side. So some of you probably know as well, when you guys decide on which side to return, if your partner know that they have a good, like I said, the forehand of their righty, give them the deuce side. So have them start on the deuce side for here to hit more, their chance to hit more forehand than a backhand. The other thing, when they return the serve, they don't have to be all the way in the corner. They actually can be a little bit in the middle of the box. The reason for that, you're going to force your opponent try to hit more down the line or more tee if they want to get their backhand. And it's not easy serve to do. Usually the top level players can effectively do it, but on between a 3-0, even a 4-5, sometimes they can't effectively hit the tee or to their backhand every time. So you maximize their chance to hit a forehand on the return. Now, and the next thing is, let's say your partner has a problem closing in to the net as a volleyer, so they can't volley effective. Let's say they started the service line here when yourself is returning, and when they come in, it's very hard to close, and usually your opponents pick that up and they hit at them, and they hit pretty hard. So you got two choices for this. You can ask them actually to start up all the way. They don't have to be on the service line, even on the service return, and you can handle the poaching of the return. So you can ask them actually to start up here like this, even on the service return, or you can actually ask them to start just to stay all the way at the baseline, and you're the one who come in and close the net. There's no rule tell you must start at the service line every time. Yes, this is the general consensus that usually players have one up on the return, let's say there, and the other person at the service line, of course vice versa, on the deuce when they return. But you can change that pattern. You can see how to maximize it. Basically, like I said, if they have a weak volley, you can get them or not closing in effective, you can actually tell them to start as close as possible to the net. It's usually more common if you have different levels or combo or mix. It happens a lot of that. Or again, to ask them to start at the baseline, and they stay the baseline the whole time, even the return, when you return the serve, and you're the one who comes in and close, and you can take ownership on both sides. So this is the first part, and we're going to talk more how to maximize your partner's strength and avoid their weakness in more in the next coming series. Thank you. Have a great day. Now, following up to hide your partner's weakness, this is one of the things that you won't see it much traditional on the court, but it's very effective. So we're going to go back to the same scenario. Your partner has a strong forehand, but they have a weak backhand. So let's say they're serving on the ad side, and you notice your opponent is really good at hitting that ball back cross court on their backhand if they're righty, and you see they lose most of their service points from the ad side. So this is one of the things you can actually also do, and talk to your partner and set it up so you can actually maximize again their potential to hit more forehands even on this side. So basically what you do, you're going to start doing something called I formation, or basically just starting on the same side. So your partner can serve all the way, start from the middle here. They don't be on the corner. And what you're going to do, if you're volleying, if you're the volleyer, you can start on the same side where they're serving. So you don't need to be on the other side to poach and then give them the backhand. You actually take the backhand side and start here, and tell your partner as soon as they serve, they move to the forehand side, they cross, and then you stay on the backhand to cover the backhand. So again, they maximize their potential to hit more forehands than backhand. And this is one of the, very effective I formation. And then if you want to throw your opponents off, sometimes you tell them, no, go to the backhand and you poach, so you can throw their pattern off also your opponents and know, oh, now you're going to also poach. Even when doing I formation, that basically, if you start here and you give them the poaching sign, for example, you're going to start low, and then as soon as they serve, you cross, and then they go the other side, because you're poaching. But a lot of times, that they have a weak backhand, you stay and give them the forehand, especially, on the on second serve. If they're pretty fast and they can get to that corner ball, it's definitely when you start up the middle. So this is another way to effectively maximize your opponent strength and try to avoid, hitting or liability of their shots in their backhand if they're righty. So this is a good example to use and how to effectively use it in a match. Thank you. Have a great day.